Hello, this is John Long of Clean Bread and Cheese Creek, and I'm going to be giving you a tour of the section of the creek that we plan on cleaning on our April 6th cleanup of Bread and Cheese Creek. And as I continue along, you can see it's a cold day. You can see the ice is on the pond, I should say on the creek. And I'm going to show you the area that we need to clean up. As you can see, there's a lot of trash and debris on the banks, but that's usual through here. I'm actually walking on the ice right now. But I'm sure that by April this will all be gone. This will be our spring cleanup, which we are going to be doing in conjunction with the Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay's annual Project Clean Stream event, which we participate in every year. We're actually going to be doing 3, possibly 4 Clean Stream event dates this year. April 6th will be the Bread and Cheese Creek date. April 20th will be Bear Creek. March 23rd we'll be doing the Peninsula Expressway in conjunction with Friends of the Hard Yacht Cafe. The section that we're doing is kind of ambitious, but since we've hit it before, I'm hoping a lot of the large debris won't be quite so evident. We're going to be trying to do from Plainfield Road Bridge all the way to North Point Road Bridge, which is the one that was recently repaired and floods out quite often. If we run into debris, as usual, I might have to shut off and recontinue this video, or if it starts to get too lengthy, because I said this is a little bit of land we're covering here. Bread and Cheese Creek, for those of you who have watched my videos before, some of this might be a little bit of old hat to you, but those of you that are new, I'll give you a little bit of history. Bread and Cheese Creek is actually a historical landmark. During the War of 1812, the Maryland militia used it as a rallying point to make their second attack against the British. It is an identified spot along the War of 1812 Bicentennial Trail. We're hoping to eventually get way signage and plaques to talk about this importance. The Methodist Meeting House is also on Bread and Cheese Creek, which is where the British used as their headquarters before the war, and then during the war it became an Army field hospital for both sides. Now, volunteers from Maryland fought the British back and won, whereas the professional army was able to reach Washington, D.C. and burn it to the ground. It shows how important volunteers truly are. Here are our first 2 shopping carts, and we always count them as we go along so people can see how many there truly are that we remove from the stream. You'll also notice as we go along there's a large amount of erosion in the stream. The very poor, outdated stormwater management in the area contributes heavily and is the cause of this. Every shopping center, every parking lot, every impermeable surface drains directly into the local streams and waterways here with absolutely no buffer zone. Now, by modern standards, this would be illegal, but due to grandfathering, it is currently considered acceptable. Most of the rest of Baltimore County has been retrofitted with modern stormwater management standards, but not here in Dundalk. We were just told that Parkville just got a huge grant to retrofit their storm drains as well, with buffer zones, because any of this stuff that's left in Bread and Cheese Creek, anything that washes into Bread and Cheese Creek, is going to go into Back River. Then after it flows into Back River, it's going to flow into the Chesapeake Bay, and after the Chesapeake Bay, then it's going to hit into the Atlantic Ocean. So not only is it better for our community and better for the environment, it's better for basically the whole world if we clean up Bread and Cheese Creek's debris before it gets here. You can see the ice, which is actually quite pretty, but like I said, in April, I'm sure we won't have to worry about that. There's a lot of debris on the bottom, lots and lots of plastic bottles and aluminum cans, plastic bags that I don't think the video camera is quite picking up, especially because of this ice that we're trudging through. But this is one of the things that is very important to clean up, every cleanup. Yes, you can hear me crunching through the ice as I walk. Because what happens is, once again, animals get trapped in the debris, they choke on it, and they end up dying. This is one of our first, as you can see, blockades, which we also remove with our volunteers. Need to go up on land to get around it. We ensure that not only is the stream clean and trash-free, but we also ensure that all of the natural blockades from fallen trees or cut limbs is removed as well. This brings us to our most important part, is our volunteers. None of what we do would at all be possible without the volunteers of Bread and Cheese Creek. We are an all-volunteer organization with not a single paid position, and everything we do is completely relied upon by volunteers to accomplish. Everything that pays for what we do is all through donations and our twice-yearly bake sales, which are used to pay for the bottled water, food for our volunteers, gloves, trash bags, you name it. This is quite another large debris here, and I can see it's quite deep. Again, one of the many reasons why I'm thankful for waders. And when we remove these debris, like these jams like this, what it actually also helps to do, besides the flow of the water, is the deep spots, which isn't as deep as I thought, which is up to my knee right here, gets filled back in again as well, so that way the stream doesn't have these strange deep depressions, which is pretty much from the creek trying to make its way past these debris blockades. Alright, past the next one. You can see from the other side, it's a fallen tree. More debris blockades. It's got lots of trash stuck in it. Doesn't block the stream yet, but given time, if left unattended, it probably will. More trash and debris. We also have some long-time associations and sponsors that help us out every cleanup, in addition to the Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay and Project Clean Stream event. We've also now started working with American Rivers, which helps to provide us with trash bags as well as some educational information that we pass out at all of our cleanups and different information awareness events. And this time we have gained an association with the tire company Bridgestone, which will be picking up any tires we find and recycling them as well, which is a great thing, since that always seems to be quite a mess to deal with as well. Baltimore County Highways provides us with the dumpster to help to do the cleanups, and we're very grateful for that. Gold's Gym is always an incredible partner of ours by providing us lots of advertisement and wonderful volunteers, as well as they usually donate some bottled water. Intamin's Bakery, another huge blockade. as you can see. So it's like several large trees piled up. Entenmann's also provides us with donation of snacks for our volunteers. And we also have Team El Camino, which is a monster truck racing team, mud bog team, I should say. It always provides us with plenty of volunteers, as well as advertisement. They've been friends and helpers of ours for quite a long time, climbing through the next debris barrier. And it's our hope that we can get many of these debris barriers removed before volunteers even show up. We usually have a prep day the day before, which will be April the 5th, where we ask any volunteers who can show up the day before the cleanup to help remove barriers and blockades